You know every single one of these songs. I can almost guarantee it. You could sing the chorus right now, in the car, in the shower, without thinking. But here's the strange part. You almost certainly don't know a single one of the names of the people who made them. Tonight, we're going to fix that. Because behind every one-hit wonder is a human being. And what happened to them after their one shining moment is sometimes funny, sometimes shocking, and sometimes it'll break your heart. Stay with me because a couple of these stories are going to stay with you long after the song fades out. Let's start with a cheerleader. Oh Mickey, You're So Fine. Toni Basil, 1982. Everyone remembers the pigtails and the pom-poms. What nobody remembers is that Basil was already pushing 40 when she made it, and was a serious artist the whole time. She choreographed for David Bowie and Tina Turner, did the famous jerky dance in Talking Heads' Once in a Lifetime, and in 2019, in her 70s, she choreographed a scene in a Quentin Tarantino film. The ditzy cheerleader was a genius hiding in plain sight. Now the first heartbreak. Rock Me Amadeus. Falco, the only artist in history to land a #1 hit in America, sung entirely in German. In his native Austria, they said he was bigger than Mozart. He was planning a comeback in 1998 when on a trip to the Dominican Republic, his vehicle collided with a bus. He was killed instantly. He was just 40 years old. Let's lift the mood. Ice, Ice, Baby. Vanilla Ice, the first hip-hop single ever to top the Billboard charts, and for years, the punchline of 1,000 jokes. So where did he go? Into real estate. He became a genuinely successful house-flipping entrepreneur with his own home renovation TV show. The punchline became a property mogul. Here's a record nobody has ever matched. In the year 2525 by Zager and Evans, 1969. They are the only act in history to hit #1 in both America and Britain at the same time, and then never chart again, anywhere, ever. Rick Evans reportedly wrote that doomy sci-fi epic in about 10 minutes in the back of a van. Denny Zager walked away from music entirely and became a celebrated custom guitar maker. One song, total immortality, and then a quiet life building instruments. Now brace yourself because this one is sad. No Rain, Blind Melon, 1993. You remember the video, the little girl in the bee costume looking for somewhere she belongs. The band's frontman was a long-haired kid named Shannon Hoon. In 1995, he died of an overdose on the band's tour bus in New Orleans. He was 28. His baby daughter had been born just 3 months earlier. Let's breathe. Mambo No. 5. Lou Bega, 1999. A little bit of Monica, a little bit of Erica, and a whole lot of Inescapable. In America, he vanished after that one song. But here's the twist. Lou Bega is German, and back home, he never went away at all. He's released albums for decades and still performs to this day. He didn't disappear, America just stopped looking. This next one is the most infamous of them all. Girl, You Know It's True, Milli Vanilli. Two beautiful frontmen, a Grammy for Best New Artist, and one catastrophic secret. They didn't sing a note of it. When a backing tape skipped live on stage, the illusion shattered. They were stripped of the Grammy and publicly destroyed. And the human cost was real. Rob Pilatus struggled for years and died in 1998, in his early 30s, on the eve of a comeback. The scandal everyone laughs about ended in a genuine tragedy. Now a song that didn't just chart, it changed everything. Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. On August 1st, 1981, it became the very first music video ever played on MTV. The band themselves faded fast, but the people in it did not. One member, Trevor Horn, became one of the most powerful record producers on earth. And another early member was a young man named Hans Zimmer. Yes, that Hans Zimmer, now the most famous film composer alive. And here's the perfect ending. When MTV's music channels in Britain shut down for good at the end of 2025, the last video they ever played was Video Killed the Radio Star. The song about the future killing the past got the final word. You're definitely doing this next one with your arms right now. Macarena, Los del Rio. Here's what almost nobody knows. These two Spanish gentlemen weren't kids. They were veteran flamenco performers who had been a duo since 1962, more than 30 years before their song conquered the planet. VH1 once named Macarena the greatest one-hit wonder of all time. 3 decades of work, and then the entire world learned their chorus in a single summer. This one will genuinely surprise you. Tubthumping, I get knocked down, but I get up again. Chumbawamba, that cheerful drinking anthem, it was made by a collective of actual, committed anarchists who had squatted together and made political punk for 15 years. When a car company paid them $100,000 to use a song in a commercial, they took the money and gave every penny of it away to anti-corporate activist groups. The poppiest song of 1997 was a Trojan Horse. Second to last, and it's an uplifting one. What's Up? Hey, 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 what's going on? 4 Non-Blondes, 1992. The band had exactly 1 hit and then dissolved, but their lead singer, Linda Perry, became one of the most successful songwriters in modern pop. That's her behind Pink's Get the Party Started. That's her behind Christina Aguilera's Beautiful. The one-hit wonder quietly went on to write everybody else's hits. And finally, the one that ties it all together. Spirit in the Sky, 1969. That fuzzed-out gospel rock anthem about meeting Jesus and being ready to die, written by Norman Greenbaum, a Jewish songwriter from Massachusetts who knocked it out in about 15 minutes. It hit number 3 in America, number 1 around the world, and then Greenbaum did something beautiful. He bought a farm and raised goats, living off the royalties, perfectly content. In 2015, he survived a horrific car accident and nearly a month in a coma. He credited his fans, praying. He's in his 80s now, still here, still grateful. So here's the answer to the question we started with. We remember the songs, but the songs were never the whole story. Behind every one of these choruses was a person, and they became choreographers and guitar makers, real estate moguls, and secret superstar songwriters, anarchists and goat farmers. Some left us far too soon. Some are still out there right now, quietly happy, knowing they once gave the world 4 minutes it would never forget. 1 hit, that's all it takes to live forever. The next time one of these songs comes on, and it will, don't just sing along. Remember the name. They earned it. If this took you back, stay with us. There are more stories like these. The songs you grew up with and the people behind them you were never told.